Another question. Let's bring in Andrew Fader. He's a software engineer from the Bronx. He supported Bernie Sanders in the Democratic primary. He's now leaning toward supporting Hillary Clinton, but this is your chance. Go ahead.
Thanks, Chris. Dr. Stein, given the way our political system works, effectively you could help Donald Trump like Ralph Nader helped George Bush in 2000. How could you sleep at night?
I will have trouble sleeping at night if Donald Trump is elected. I will also have trouble sleeping at night if Hillary Clinton is elected. And as despicable as Donald Trump's words are, I find Hillary Clinton's actions and track record is very troubling. So Donald Trump, bashes immigrants and is a xenophobic and racist loudmouth. But Hillary Clinton, has been promoting these wars that have killed 1 million black and brown people in Iraq, for example. The Democratic Party has become the party of deportation and detentions and night raids with, millions of people deported under Barack Obama. Some of them include the refugees from Honduras, where Hillary Clinton gave the thumbs up to a coup from which thousands of people have been fleeing, who have not been welcomed into this country. And Hillary, in fact, has supported many of the White House policies of deportation and detentions. On, the issue of nuclear war, I am very concerned about trouble breaking out in Syria in this air war that Hillary is threatening to have. So, as disturbing as Donald Trump's talk is, I find Hillary Clinton's track record is actually very much of concern too. This politics of fear that tells you you've got to vote against the person you most dislike or the person you are most afraid of, that politics of fear has a track record, because a lot of people have been, that's been like the prevailing mythology. You got to vote your fears, not your values. And what has that delivered? All the reasons you're told to vote for the lesser evil, because you didn't want the expanding wars, you didn't want the meltdown of the climate, or the Wall Street bailouts, or the deportation of immigrants. That's exactly what we've gotten by allowing ourselves to be silenced. So in my view, we need to reject the lesser evil and fight for the greater good like our lives depend on it, because in fact they do.
But can you actually win in this system?
Great question. Yes. And
what'd you say, Andrew? I didn't hear you.
Can you actually win in the corrupt, rigged political system that we have? Is it actually possible for you to even come close?
So let me say first, it's definitely not possible for us to win with two corporate political parties that are funded both by big banks, by fossil fuel giants, by war profiteers, and by insurance companies. We are not winning. There may be differences between the two parties, but not enough to save your job, to save your life, or to save the planet. Here's how we can win. There are 43 million young people and not so young people who are trapped in predatory student loan debt. That is a winning plurality of the vote. Ours is the only campaign that will cancel that debt and bail out young people like the establishment bailed out Wall Street. When that word gets out to 43 million people that they can actually come out and take over this election and cancel that debt, we could see something happen, not splitting the vote, but potentially flipping the vote, so that we who are the underdog deserve to be the top dog and actually could be the top dog if we stand up with the courage of our convictions. It's not only 43 million young people locked into student debt with no future. The birth rate is plummeting in this country, which is a real sign of a human rights catastrophe going on before our very eyes. So we don't really have a future right now to offer our younger generation. For them, there's nothing to lose and there's everything to gain by standing up, knowing that we could actually win this if we stand up with the courage of our convictions.